What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back to review Sistas. I was not sure if I was going to review this show because, baby, I dropped out of reviewing season 7, okay? Because it was just doing way too much, and the storylines just became extremely ridiculous. I know that new writers have been brought in and all of that jazz. So I said, you know what? We're starting a new season. We're starting fresh. Let's see what we can, let's see what the girls got going on. So this is season 8, episode 1. The title is called Dead Man Walking. However, it should have been called The Interrogation Chair, because baby, that was this entire episode. This entire episode was all about the interrogation of who stabbed Gary, okay? I'm probably going to go through this real quick, y'all, because honestly, it was not much to this episode. First things first, of course, we see that Andy is getting interrogated or whatever. She don't really want to say too much, okay? I feel like because she still thinks that Gary is alive, so she don't want to say too much as to why she was planning to get married to this man. However, just like 2 days ago, she was going to testify against him. Like, girl, what kind of games are you playing, right? Now, keep in mind, she in there with, what's his name, Agent Watt. And when I tell y'all, baby, that man worked my nerves. He worked my nerves. Now, I will give it to him. He read everybody down, okay? Everybody who got interviewed got read down. However, a lot of it was not appropriate. A lot of it had nothing to do with the case. And honestly, I'm just like, what are we doing in this episode? Now, one person who I said, oh, baby, you got a plot and a scheme that the officers talked to was Hudson. Baby, the way Hudson was putting everything on Andy, I was low-key loving it. I'm not even gonna hold you. Talking about, so she's a gold digger, and Gary was doing all of this for Andy. Baby, the old boy was not buying it, okay? However, Hudson was gonna ride or die for Gary. You hear me? Ride or die. Now, here's the thing. When it came to the ladies getting questioned, right? First girl we see up is Karen or whatever. Y'all already know she's pregnant. And at the same time, she don't want to be there, okay? She'd rather be at her salon doing heads, okay? Doing some hair. Now, I did not like the fact that the agent brought up the fact that she had 2 baby daddies. What does that have to do with Gary getting stabbed, sir? Not a damn thing, okay? So then at one point he brought up the fact that Karen has the business of Roots to Riches, and did you know that Marie Willis, she's invested, I guess at this point, she's invested in Roots to Riches. But also at the same time, she invested in Gary's equity fund early in his career. Baby, how would Karen know that? How would Karen know that? This right here is called grasping at straws. Baby, it was not her. Okay? I promise you. I don't think that it was Karen who stabbed this man, okay? So then he goes on to talk to Sabrina, right? Sabrina gets questioned, and here's the thing. Sabrina don't know how to handle conversations and not say everything that come to mind. Because this girl get up in there talking about how she do anything for her friends because they're like family. Girl, that's cute, but you don't say things like you'll do anything for people. Because then she had to go try to re-clarify, like, oh no, I just mean like, anything but kill. Like, I wouldn't kill for them. And I'm like, girl, please watch what you say. Police. Now, when Danny go in there, y'all, I did chuckle a few times. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that Danny can be the comedic relief when it comes to Sistas. She admits that she was trying to mess up the wedding and, she wasn't here for Gary. However, the fact that she said that somebody turned him into a human shish kebab, baby, I hollered. I said, okay, Danny, you are hilarious. I almost forgot. Y'all, before I finish this interrogation thing, let me tell y'all who pissed me off. Tony and Rich. Tony and Rich, my God, they get on my nerves, okay? But we see them at the little juice bar or whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, our girls are in there getting interrogated. They already gave their statement. What are they doing with our girls? And then here comes Tony. He's like, yeah, you know, and they got Jordan girl in there too. Who is Jordan's girl? I know you're not talking about Andy. I know you're not. That is not Jordan's woman, okay? Andy is for the streets. Cut it out. So, here's what surprised me, baby. Rich was like, F her. I said, oh. You mean that from the heart, don't you? Because he feels like, listen, Andy is the reason why all of this has happened, okay? If Andy was not messing around with Gary and Jordan at the same time, this wouldn't be happening, baby. This the one time I had to stand with Rich. Y'all know I don't like that man. I cannot stand him, especially after him last season talking about how he could be the baby daddy. Moving on, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and move on because that's going to piss me off again. Now, when we see Zach go in there for his questioning, right? Baby, he already on edge. I said, well, we all know he a felon, okay? He trying to make sure that he can dot his I's and cross his T's to prove that he did not stab Gary. Because y'all know he ain't trying to go back to jail, okay? Now, I can't lie. It was giving weird when that man, like, threatened his son and then called that little boy a mute. Like, you're not about to call Michael a mute. Like, even if he is, like, the way he said it was so disrespectful. Like, I was not a fan at all. Like, I was surprised Zach didn't jump over the table. Moving on, we have Fatima. Now, here's the thing. By the time we got to Fatima, baby, I was really over Agent Watt. Because I'm like, listen, I get it. You have to interrogate these people so you can figure out who's lying and all of that. But you ain't got to bash everybody. Like, what's up with you mentioning everybody dirty laundry? Like, what does this have to do with Gary? Nothing. Not a thing. And then, y'all, we have to go through Jordan. His interview is a hot mess. Like, and then things that were inappropriate. When the detective, he called Andy a lying bitch who who's basically playing games with Gary and Jordan. Now, is he lying? No. Okay? Nothing that he said about Andy was a lie. But at the same time, this is inappropriate. You're not supposed to be saying those types of things. And what does that have to do with Gary being stabbed? Like, can we stay on topic here? Now, baby, this is when things get interesting because we see that Hayden is packing a bag while he's watching the news, right? And they talking about how Gary got stabbed. Now, this man is packing his one little carry-on, okay? His one little carry-on, and he's trying to leave the country because he was looking for his passport. Well, baby, I don't think he's going to get that far because when he swung his door open, guess who was there? Tamara, okay? I don't think that man's going to get far, y'all, trying to escape with Tamara on his heels. Now, moving on, this is what irritated me again about the show. Rich is already at Sabrina's house when she walk in. I don't understand. I don't understand why on that show, it don't matter who the people is, there's no boundaries when it comes to people's homes. It's so strange to me. But nonetheless, basically, they just kind of sit on the couch and he holds her because she's had a long day. Whoop-de-doo, she's overwhelmed. Now, we see Danny, and she get home, and she's trying to write in her journal about what happened, that day. Now, I can't lie, this scene was a little funny, because I was chuckling how she was, writing it down, and was like, no, I'm not about to incriminate myself, okay? Let's not do that, Danny, okay? Tony, he ends up coming over or whatever, and baby, Danny is trying to, go to town with him, okay? She's ready to jump his balls, but he ain't trying to do that right now. Now, moving on, we quickly see that Pam, she went over there to go see Karen. It was good to see Pam this episode, but it was so brief. And here's the thing when it comes to Fatima and Zach, sorry. She was trying to make sure that neither one of them did it, okay? Because she kept asking him all kind of questions or whatever. And now they have decided that they're about to play detective. And they're going to figure out who killed Gary. Well, baby, let's talk about that. Because Gary ain't even dead, okay? Hudson, he done ran up on the doctors or whatever. Like, what's going on? Is he still alive? Now, according to the doctor, Gary basically died, okay? He died, however, the nurses were able to save him. Baby, Gary got more than 9 lives, okay? And I must say, the guy who plays Gary, he does a great job as the character. However, it is overdue for Gary to either die or go to jail. Like, something has got to shake. Because ain't no way you gonna tell me that Gary is still alive and kicking after being stabbed in the chest like that. Somebody please tell Tyler and his team that at some point we gotta let go of Gary, okay? Now, how do we end the episode, you guys, with Andy and Agent Watt going back and forth, okay? She's frustrated because this man, he has continuously been disrespectful towards her this entire interrogation. And at the same time, there is some truth in what he's saying. I'm not going to say that there isn't, but the way that he's trying to get information out of Andy is getting a little weird, okay? But listen, that ain't even the most important part. Like, yes, Andy finally, told Agent Watt what she won't tolerate, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about that, baby? Robin was here. Y'all, Robin was here. He was here to save the day. I said, oh no. Robin, I know that you want to come save Andy, but baby, let her be, please. You deserve better. You really do. Because I'm still confused as to why you ran back to London and we never heard from you again. I guess you no longer are a part of the firm. I'm not exactly sure. Like, we gotta see what they gonna give, y'all. We gotta see what they are going to give. I will say that I'm hoping that this season will be better than last season and more things make sense. I'm hoping that for this season, Karen has the baby, because that'll be a game changer right there. And I don't know about the sisters and they men, y'all. I want to do a shake-up, and I feel like Sabrina deserved better. I don't really care for Tony. We'll just see what happens this season. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode, because I'm going to be honest, I was kind of bored, okay? So hopefully they bring it in the next couple of episodes. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, y'all.